What's going on, guys? Cold GZ. New release preview for Friday, November 21st, 4 p.m. Eastern and 11 a.m. Hawaii time. This week, we have a bunch of MOYES lures in different shapes. We have a particular color we focused on. Had a customer request for this color, and so Andy decided to make it in a bunch of shapes, so we took a bunch. We'll go over those here in a minute. We have a bunch of KOYA lures again this week. Poi Dog series, which would be the medium, small, and 9-inch. And then we also have the 9-inch plus bullets. This is the non-jetted version. Jetted version will be coming pretty quickly in a few weeks. We just actually showed up. And then we have COGGIN lures, some various ones. Those are the Maui Peanuts, and then the Sugar Bears, Bob Knobs, and some other random ones too. Okay. And then we do have a small series of these disco ball. They're called 6-shooters from Elite Kai. So that's we'll go over that here in a bit, and I'll get in more details on those. That's a brand new one for us. More brand new ones for us are these TSUTOMU lures. We have Kona dragons, as well as the, I'd say heavily demanded, but this is the first official release of the Benchmark bullet. This is the one that Garrett and Chris have been working on and they collaborated on. Benchmark bullets. And then lastly, we have the TANIGAWA lures, 7-inch small bullets and 2-hole 7-inch bullets. 7-inch 2-hole bullets. That's it for this week. So before we get into them all, though, next week, okay, GZ Black Week 2025 starts Sunday, this coming Sunday. So as of the release of this video, that'd be 3 days from then. Sunday, it's similar to last year what we did, 15% off site wide, except for like Shimano reels and things like that we can't market down. And then also free GZ shirts, and we'll do some marketing materials on that. But this year's, it's the same style with the letter E signature on the back. But we have white ones with blue lettering, and then the military green ones we brought back, because that one seems to be most everyone's favorite. So that will be free shirt. All orders $300 plus, starting again Sunday. And it goes for 1 week to the following Sunday, through the end of the following Sunday. All right, and again, we'll do some more announcements and stuff on that. But, oh yeah, one more thing. We did release one more video on introduction to MOYES lures. So just kind of a little introduction to those. Sign up for our YouTube channel, and you will get notifications when we release new videos. But that was posted just on Monday. So that is available, and there will be another one or two coming out this week. And let's just go ahead and get into the products, because that's what you guys are here for. So, all right, MOYES lures. We'll just go quickly through these shapes. So basically, all of the color, though, they're all mirrored with red eyes. And then you can see here like a blue glitter back. It's there, like I said, there was a customer who requested one of these. I think it was the medium plunger, and so he made them in a bunch of different shapes, and we took them and all the shapes that he made those in, and we kind of skirt them all pretty similar. So the skirt pattern is sort of what we use for our Rick from Arizona skirt pattern. It's color SP01 over 06. Actually, no, it's over 55, the flamingo pink color. So that is the color pattern that we did on most of them. Of course, you can see we have head-only options, so if you don't want that color, you can customize that. But we have the Sumo Teaser, we have large plunger, we have medium plunger, large Argus, medium dark and stormy, medium pipe bomb, and medium Sumo, and that's the medium J-Boy. So that is what is available on those. And that is it for MOYES lures for this week. We do have some other new MOYES lures coming very soon as well. We have to restock a few shapes. All right, KOYA lures. Excited to get these in, because we haven't had much for KOYA lures for a while, except for what we've released. I think, was it last week we did the 861 series? So 861s are all available. Now we have the Poi Dogs. This is probably his most well-known shape outside of maybe the 9-inch plus bullet. So the one you see there is the small Poi Dog, which is like the 10-inch version or skirt size 502. We did Firetails options and Blue Ocean options and then head only. This is probably my favorite color pattern just because it's a little bit more customized. It's a triple port. You can see that that glitter back. It kind of gets that bluish green tint to it, and then you can see the yellow line and then Starburst paper underneath. So that is in, I believe, all of the shapes. Yeah, it is in all the sizes that we released this week. But then of course you have your standards, you know, your Black Death, you got just regular silver Starburst, chartreuse or yellow, and then purple back. So there's a bunch of different options there. Here's your medium Poi Dogs. We also on medium Poi Dog have like a different one here. This is a orange glitter pearl back, but you can see that rainbow, bright rainbow paper on there. It has a lot of color to it. We skirted those up in fire mackerel a la vive, so that was a kind of a unique one for the medium size, but there are a lot of different options there for the mediums. And then there's the 9-inch Poi Dogs. I don't think we've had these in probably 2 years probably. So 9-inch Poi Dogs, bunch of different options again, similar color patterns and all that stuff. We did them all in Blue Ocean skirting. So check all that out. If you love your Poi Dogs and you've been waiting for them to come out again, they're here. And yeah, 9-inch plus bullets, more KOYAs. This is the non-jetted version. We did kind of just our, you know, some of our more popular patterns. But we got silver Starburst, yellow Starburst, pink Starburst, blue, and purple. The purple ones are kind of the only one we did sort of a, I would say, a little bit more customized. So this is black with purple stripes and white belly over, I think, purple and white. So kind of a skipjack pattern. And then over here we actually did a few of the bullets in Firetails vinyl as well, just to do something a little bit different. So this is the turquoise one, just matched really well with that blue drip Firetails vinyl, so we wanted to do that. And then we did one in Aku revisited color over pink Tuftails. And then you have head only options as well if you want to customize them. All right, that's it for KOYA's COGGIN lures. We have the Mauna Kea 45. This is just the slanted nose version of the Mauna Kea. These are all non-jetted. You have a couple really cool patterns here. This dichro. And then you have this pearl shell here. And then lastly we have this, I forget what they call this color, but it's got blue, green to yellow to red. And it's got a mother of pearl shell in there. Really nice color to it. Anyway, as the last one of the 3 Mauna Kea, Tado Mauna Kea 45s. And then we have Bob Knobs, which is his version of a doorknob. This is an old style lure. Of course, we don't have any other lure makers that make a doorknob shape. So these are all jetted. And the last batch that we got in sold right away. So we brought in a few more. The Bob Knob, we have Sugar Bear inverts and slants. We actually only have one invert here and then a bunch of slants. That is another one that is, we sold those really quickly last time. And then just below that, the Maui Peanut, which is the peanut version or the 5-inch version of the Maui Plunger. So Maui Plunger is a bigger 14-inch size lure. It's one of our more popular ones from him. That Maui Peanut also sells incredibly well. It's a really nice round shape to it. All right, last COGGINs here at the end. Bishop's Bullets. We haven't released those in a while. We did them all in flash, 2 in flash, 1 in stretch, just another style. And that is it for the lures. And then we have the Elite Ikai 6 shooters. This is our first release of them. You can see there's just a few available. We actually ordered these in for a customer that was looking for a disco style jetted bullet. and I knew Sean had some stuff like that, so I reached out to him and he wanted to send us these 6-shooters. So this is our only 6-hole jetted bullet that we have. This is a very old style lure. The mold of these actually came from Tom Futa of Futa Lures. Tom Futa was Sean Rotella's mentor, and so he's got a lot of Tom Futa's older molds, and this is one of the shapes that he's made. They're pretty light, but so this is our first release of that 6-shooter. Excited to get those out here. Like I said, that's an old style, old school bullet shape with the 6-hole jets. Not many guys make those anymore. And then TSUTOMU lures. All these again are new to us. The Kona Dragons, they've been out for a little while. We have jetted and non-jetted versions, basically the same head colors of both. So we have more jetted than non-jetted, but these are now up and available. And then we have on top of that the Benchmark Bullet, which we're very excited about these. Chris is going to do a full write-up, and I think Garrett as well. There have been 2 versions of the Benchmark bullets made. I know, for example, Kevin Hibbard has a more heavier weighted one that's a little bit less dish raggy. These are built kind of how Chris likes his, so they have a lot more movement to them because of how lightweight they are. And so they kind of look like a Moke bullet, like that same taper to it, but they're just lightweight, and they're a 12-inch size. So that's a new bullet shape for him that him and Garrett and Chris worked on. So we'll have some write-ups on that and some separate posts on that. But excited to get those out finally. I know a lot of you guys been asking about them. So we have 6 available, and that's it. Once those are gone, they're gone. And then we have the TANIGAWAs. Again, the 7-inch small bullets. We've released 7-inch small slants and a bunch of his 9-inch stuff. And even the 2-hole 7-inch slants. And then we also have 9-inch 2-hole bullets here available as well. A bunch of different colors. We've restocked almost all of our TANIGAWA lures except for maybe his, what does he call them? The Ono ones. The Ono bullets that he does. But yeah, excited to get in a big restock of those. That was our biggest order of TANIGAWA lures. He makes some phenomenal lures, and he did some different shell work and stuff on this batch, so we're excited about those. But that is all I have for this week. So again, GZ Black Week 2025 starts Sunday, probably overnight. So some of you guys always in Australia and New Zealand who are much further ahead than us here in the mainland US, we usually start about Saturday 9-ish for us. So it would be more in your morning hours of Sunday morning for you guys. But otherwise, midnight Sunday, for sure, you'll start seeing our promotion will be active. And free shirt over $300 if you spend that. And you'll see the different color options that are available. And then 15% off site-wide. So only sale of the year. We don't do sales because, one, these things are all premium products. We don't really believe in discounted products, especially when it comes to handmade goods. This is top of the line stuff. So you're not going to see a lot of discounts and promotions and sales from us. We're not a sale company. So this is the one time of the year that we do that. So we kind of treat it as like a sort of a thank you a little bit. That's sort of how I look at it. And that's it. All right. Appreciate you guys. Have a good rest of your week.